real classes. After today's session, I'll start session 1, first topic of our course. Okay. Yeah. Yesterday we have conducted first demonstration on UI. I'll recap that and I'll continue today's session. Okay. Here web UI programming. UI here it is user interface. Here we are learning web UI programming in this 9 p.m. session. UI here it is a user interface. User interface. This is what here front-end programming. Under this front-end programming, we are going to learn first topic HTML 4 and 5. Generally, first HTML 4 and 5, CSS 2 and 3 versions. Third one JavaScript. Fourth one jQuery. Here fifth one Ajax. Here sixth one responsive design. Responsive design. Here seventh one will be Bootstrap. Here eighth one will be LS and SAS programming. Ninth one is here Bootstrap. Here Bootstrap. So and 10th one here it is project session and 11th exam. I'll conduct alternate Saturdays 25 questions, multiple choice questions. I'll give you. You can write your answers. After completion of the topic, every topic I'll give you 25 questions. By that you can check your skills, how much you are preparing. Okay, here in this time, here UI. UI means here whenever you enter any URL in the browser, whatever web page you can see, that is what UI page. UI here it is a user interface. User interactive page, we can create it for our application because of this UI. When I enter URL, see if I enter http://www.facebook.com. So because of that, I can see that Facebook homepage of that application. Here I can see that Facebook logo. So here you can see that here Facebook logo and here Facebook username. Here it is asking for email ID and password. Once you enter email ID, password, correct user ID password, once you enter it, here you can click on that login option. So because of that, you can execute your program. Okay, you can execute your program. Okay, 1 second. Yes, here once you enter this login user ID password, you can submit your option to your page will be submitted to inbox page. So once you enter your valid user ID, valid password, then only you will redirect to inbox page of that Facebook. Here inbox page of your Facebook, you can redirect once you enter correct user ID password. Once you enter correct user ID password, then only you can redirect. If you not enter correct user ID password, you cannot redirect. Here we are learning here UI. In this, here we are learning here UI, user interface. Whenever we are clicking on the login option, you will redirect to server page. Server check with the database. Database it will back it input to server. See, this will give you input to server. Server will back response to the front end page. That front end page is again another page. So if you develop any front end programming, so that will be the UI developer's duty. So if you develop any application for the front end, that is the duty of front end developer. Here, if you are working out the server programming, Java, .NET, PHP, Python. So here Python, any server programming, if you use it, so who will develop this? They will be the web server side programmers. Server side programming, web server side programmers, they have to learn about this. Next year, database. So here database. Who developed this database? Here Oracle developers, MySQL developers, here SQL Server developers, etc. All comes under server side development. So we are working with the front-end programming. This front-end programming always connect with the server, server connect with the database. So if you want to develop any application, you have to use three technologies here. Presently in our class, we are learning UI programming. Under this UI programming, I am going to teach these all topics. So where we use it in real time, that we understood here. Once you enter any URL, flipkart.com, amazon.com, 99mobile.com, any URL, whatever you will enter, that URL, once you click submit option, your data will be redirected to server, server connected to database. This type of interactions you can observe here in this application. In this application, you can check your output should come like this. Here is our front-end programming. Under this front-end programming only, we are going to learn these all topics. Next one here. So we are learning here front-end programming. Because of that, we are going to see that front-end. Next one here. If you enter any URL, check it here. I'm going to enter some URL here. Facebook. So I'll enter here Facebook. See, once here username password, once I enter here, that I'll click on submit button. Once I click submit button, I'll redirect to server. If I don't enter proper data, I'm getting this error message. See, right click and inspect element here. When you right click and inspect element here, you can see that standard code of HTML. See here, every web page standard code here, it is doc type HTML head and body. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code for the HTML tags. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code for the HTML page. Okay, doc type here it is document type, HTML tag, head tag and body tag. Generally we use it for writing our application. Here any front-end application, HTML application, generally follow that static structure of a web page. Here it is a hypertext markup language. Here it is mainly used to create content of web page, or you can write it here skeleton of web page. We can create it here. Here skeleton of the web page. Skeleton of the web page you can learn. Here skeleton of the web page we can create it with this HTML. Here skeleton means here, see, this is our web page. If I remove that body tag, see, I removed body. Can you see anything here? If you remove the body of the web page, see, total page is empty. If you remove the body tag, you cannot see any content here. So this is because of our HTML. This is because of our HTML. So HTML we use it here for creating content part of the web page. Any content part of the web page we can create it with this HTML. Next, what we can do it with this HTML. See, basic structure of any HTML will be doc type HTML, HTML start and close. Here only we'll write it here, head start and close and body start and close. Okay, generally we'll write like this. Head tag is used to write our header information. Generally, here only we'll write our style tag for writing CSS code. Here script tag. Script tag we use it here for writing JavaScript code. Here style tag, script tag. Here we'll write it inside the body. Body tag will write something. Okay. Here generally we'll use it here. Head tag and body tag, HTML tag. Here HTML creates the hypertext markup language. It is mainly creates the content of the web page. Standard structure of HTML page will be here. Doc type HTML head and body. Head is used to write our CSS and JavaScript code. Body tag is used to write body part of our application. Head tag is used to write header information. Body tag is used to write body part of our application. If I remove the body tag, you cannot see any content. If I remove the head tag, you cannot see the style part of the web page. Style as well as script. JavaScript and CSS, it works within the head. Then the head tag only will write our CSS code and JavaScript codes. See here, if I refresh it, all will back. Here CSS and JavaScript. Here if you check it, if you right click and inspect element, here we are going for here body tag. Body tag is used to write body part. Here head. I'll remove this head. See? See here. A Facebook URL I can see, but see here, there is no proper alignment here. If I create my web page like this, see here, there is no proper alignment for this web page. Here, there is no alignment for the web page if I create it like this. See, only HTML output will come like this. Here, CSS. Now we are moving into the next part here. Inside doc type HTML head and body only, you can see that CSS. Here, CSS gives you alignment of the web page. Here, CSS gives you alignment of web page. Here, this one, here it is cascading style sheet. Here, cascading style sheet. So this is mainly a style part of the web page. Style part of web page, we can create it with this. Alignment of the web page, we can create it with this. Here, style part of the web page. Here, style part of the web page, we can create it with this. Style. Here, mainly it is a alignment of the web page. Alignment or a style part of the web page. Here, alignment or a style part of the web page, we can create it with this CSS. Here, CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. It gives alignment. Not only alignment, background colors, borders, all we can write it with this. Here only we can write background colors, borders, animations, graphics, means 2D, 3D graphics, transform, transition effects, like this, etc., etc. You will learn it with the CSS. See here, if I want to change the color for this, here, color of any button or anything, you can change it with the CSS. If you right click and inspect element, you can find one button. Here, that color, if you want to change it, you can change like this. See, because of CSS only, I'm able to change that color of it. Color of it here, like this, we can write. Here, like this. This is CSS. Here, if you want to change any border radius or anything, you can change it. See here, border radius. Because of this border radius, you can change that. Here, you can create it like this. Here, when you mouse over here, you can see that color will be like this. See, this one also you can change it on H over time. H over time, you can change it. So we can find one H over CSS. For this, we are applying some CSS for this. Here, some color effect we are giving here. That color effect, you can change it here. You can change that color effect here on H over time. Here on H over time, whatever CSS we are applying here, that you can change it here. See, if you want to change that color, see here, all color changes H over time. Only mouse over time. If you want to change that color, you can change. See, if you remove it here, H over, normally this color, mouse over green color. Okay, not only like this, font color, font size, width, height, everything you can change it by CSS. Font family, everything you can change it by CSS. Next one here, we'll learn about the CSS here, CSS cascading style sheet. It is mainly for style part of the web page. Everyday notes, I'll upload it in your drive. In your Gmail, you can find, actually not now, after creating my drive, I'll upload one drive. I'll create one drive for your batch. Everyday files I'll upload there. Everyday files I'll upload in that drive. Everyday files I'll upload in that drive. Okay, 6 a.m. drive, you can check it here every day. Here, programs, paint file, documents, demo recordings, and regular sessions. See, 34 sessions done for this batch. Every day session I'll upload it. That will be shared with the students. Next here, if you check it, see, this is one URL. Yeah, see here, this drive is shared with a list of students like this. They'll find it that. See, here you can find all the drive like this. Here, this is one drive. Here, if you move it, you can see that here like this. Okay, here we can test. See here, I have conducted 3 tests, I think. 3 tests. This is test 3. Test 3 I conducted for the 6 a.m. So each topic, HTML4, that exam, CSS2, that exam, HTML5, one exam, CSS3, one exam. Like this, I'll conduct every exam. Every exam I'll conduct for the student. So by that, they can understand how much syllabus they are understanding and how to use it in the real-time application by project session. And topic wise, how your preparation going on, that you can check it with this exam. Okay, I'll upload question paper. After exam, I'll upload answer sheet. Okay, you can check your answers. Here, paint files, everyday paint file, I'll save it with our date, current date. I'll upload it in the drive. In the drive, I'll upload it. Here, you can find the drive. Okay, this way. Here programs, documents, paint files. Next, here we are going for one more topic here, that is JavaScript. Because of HTML, how the output will come. Because of CSS, how the output will come. You can check it in VS Code. Visual Studio Code, I'll use it for writing our programs. Everyday programs I'll upload in this drive. Everyday programs I'll write there. So from that drive, you can. When session start, is it audible? Is it audible for all?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Now audible.
Oh,
Yes, sometimes it's not.
oh, okay. I'll check my network. Now it is full signal. You may not get any disturbance. Yeah. Here. One second. Let me open here. See HTML. Only HTML. How the output will come. See here. Project session, weekend exam, then JavaScript topic, programs, HTML4 programs for 11:30 a.m. See HTML4. Under this, you can find it input.html, table.html, all you can find it. See, I'll show you the execution of input.html. What the code I'm writing inside input.html, don't worry about it. But how the output is coming in this input.html, just check it. So how the output is coming because of this input.html, you can check it. Here in this input.html, see here, button, radio button, checkbox, everything it is displaying. But here when you right click and inspect element here, see it is not properly aligned. See doc type HTML head and body it is same. But if you check that CSS here, there is no color. There is no alignment. Here color and alignment it is not showing for this. Why? Because there is no CSS for this program. Next, here for this program, no CSS. Here next one CSS. Here CSS, if you check it here, float.html, display flags, inline, internal, external, position, background. See, you can find like this. Here, suppose if I use float.html, run this program, I'm showing example of this. See, left side one image, right side one image, center, content, and menu bar. Here generally will show you that output like this. Okay, here this is by float and that too by CSS. Here display flex related property if I use it. Here because of this, how to display column structure. Equal columns, unequal columns. Here unequal columns with other property of flex grow and flex shrink, you can find it with this. Okay, here flex direction and flex shrink. All you can understand with this display flex property. Okay, up to this example of HTML4, example of CSS2. Next, here if you check that example of here, you can find it here HTML5. HTML5, because of that, here canvas, SVG, audio, video, all you can create it. See, in this SVG tag, you can create logos. See here, go to meeting, it is one logo. You can see here, go to training and go to meeting. That logo, you can design it by SVG. SVG tag, we can use it here to create any type of logo for our company. Next, here SVG tag. Here, next one more one here. When I use here, here SVG tag and canvas. Canvas here mainly 2D, 3D graphics. Any 2D, 3D graphics, word arts here, squares and linear gradient colors and circles, squares and slant line. These all we can create it by canvas. Because of canvas, you can show that output like this. When I use HTML5, sorry, CSS3, here animation, 2D, 3D graphics, see here, animate. Animation, see, check it, grayscale image, a blurred image, and see here, one block, it is moving from left to right, right to left. Here it is possible by, this. See, once I refresh it, all will bank. See here, it is changing its movement like this. Okay, this is possible by animation. Because of animation, we can create that type of effect for us. Okay, here next, JavaScript. Third topic of our course here, JavaScript. So what is the use with the JavaScript? Check it. Here JavaScript is mainly used for writing functionality part. Functionality of a web page, we can create it with this JavaScript. Here JavaScript gives you functionality of a web page. Here functionality of a web page, we can create it. Here functionality of web page, we can create it with this JavaScript. Here functionality, here you can understand here how can we write our functions. Functions are here. Functionality of a web page, we can create it with this JavaScript. Here JavaScript topic. JavaScript. Functionality means here validations, cookies, local storage, session storage, events, DOM, here animation, and here exception handling, object oriented programming, like this, etc., etc. You will learn about this JavaScript. Here all these things, all you can write it with this. One second. Here cookies and all you can write it here with this program. So with this programming, you can understand like this. See the execution of JavaScript. See, here you are getting in the Facebook, you are getting that error message. If you submit your application form, can't hear you. Only you are getting problem. Can you hear my voice, all of you? Yes. Remaining students can hear. Ram, only you are not able to hear. See here, I'm getting error message here. This error message because of JavaScript. Because of JavaScript only, I'm going to see this type of error message. Okay, error messages, I'll get it here because of JavaScript. JavaScript adds functionality to our web page. This functionality will be like this. Okay, functionality of web page, we can work out like this. That script tag. For this JavaScript, we'll use one special tag, that is what script tag. You can write the script inside the head as well as inside the body. Okay, see the execution of script. Here form validations, regular expression validations, anything you can do. See here username, you can see one application form. Now login. See, please fill this field. I entered one letter. Login. See, invalid details. Just I'm explaining about brief information about the each topic. Yeah, OOPS concept I'll cover. I'll explain core and advanced level total JavaScript I'll cover in your class. Okay, in your class I'll cover total core and advanced level. Yesterday I'll continue with the brief information about all topics. 6, 7, 8 topics I'll continue in our UI programming for the next 2 months. Next 2 months I'm going to continue these all topics up to this level. Okay, here in this all topics, here I'll continue all these topics here. Duration of my course here next 2 months, and notes you will get it here. Yes, what is your doubt, Ashok?
Madam, what is the difference between the JavaScript validation and we are doing that some of the things we are doing in Java backend validation, right? What is the difference?
That one I'll explain at the end of the session.
Okay.
After this. Yes. Yeah. Here duration of our course will be next 2 months. We can consider it as not 45 hours. You can make it as here 2 months. Around 2 months of time will sit for our content. Okay. Here now you can see here that HTML content, JavaScript, CSS we observed here. Next one, here see the execution. JavaScript validation you can check like this. Same validation you can also implement it from server side by Java, .NET or PHP programming. We'll use it to implement our validation at the server level. So same type of regular expression patterns we'll use it in the server level. So by that we can implement it. Here native objects, object-oriented programming, class-based object-oriented programming. See here, add event listener, animation, arrow functions, closures, control statements. See here, control statements, debugging, events, exceptions, local storage, map tank, model box. See here, map tank, model box. Here local storage, map tank, model box, navigator, window object, on submit event. Here on submit event, session storage, read write options, promise. Here up to this all topics I'll cover you under JavaScript. Okay, here JavaScript is a library. It's a executed integration with Google Maps. Yeah, integration with the Google Maps. I'll explain one program on that. Yes, here next one. Here jQuery. Here jQuery, next topic here it is jQuery. jQuery is a external library of JavaScript. Here jQuery is a external library of JavaScript. External library of JavaScript, we call it as jQuery. Because of this jQuery, we can implement all effects. So we'll download that jQuery 3.7.1.js is present one. Here similar way you can download externally jQuery cycle.js. So because of that you can show validation, rotation of image, slideshow of images. jQuery validation.js. So because of that you can show you jQuery validations, application validations. Ripple.js. Because of that it will show you water wave movements, water rippling effects from here. All water rippling effects you can create it with this. Okay, here it is jQuery, all water wave movements, water rippling effects you can create it with this. Here this is all here about the just brief about the jQuery. See the execution. Here execution of jQuery you can check it. See here hide and show effect. You can hide some data, show some data. See something you can do. See hide. See hiding one div tag with a slow animation. Here show slowly displaying the div tag. Okay, toggle. So both effects will show you like this. Toggle. Here slide up. This is slide down. Then slide toggle. Both effects. Here fade in, fade out. See here appearing, disappearing only, but fading effect. Here toggle, toggling effect. Okay, see this is fade to. Here this is CSS. Here multiple properties of CSS. Here after, before, append, prepend. Here like this we can create this type of animation, all types of effects with this. Here jQuery is an external library. In this you will understand how to use this external library for development. See the validation here. Clicking, double clicking, everything. Yes, add class, remove class, everything I'll show you. Here validations. See we are adding jQuery validations here. See you can observe here jQuery 3.7.0 and jQuery validation. So now if you right click and run it with live server, see you can see that here submission of application form, basic data. Only one letter if I enter, it won't give any error. But see here data validation time. See here Data validation, if I use it here, because of the data validation, you can see that execution of the code here, submit. Until I enter the valid format of email ID, it will give you error. See here, until I enter valid format of email ID, it will give you error. See, at least one number, at least one letter, 8 to 16 characters. If it satisfies all the rules, then only it will submit our application form. Otherwise, it won't submit. This is totally about the just jQuery validation. Here, jQuery slideshow. So in this, we are adding here cycle.js. Now right click here, run it with open with live server. Here, all images only, but fading effect. One image after another image will be displayed, fading effect. Here, one image after another image will be displayed. This is zooming effect. Here, this is turned down. That image will come down, another image will be displayed. This is turn down effect. Here, this one shuffle. Shuffling of that image, you can print it here like this. This is shuffling. Okay. This type of effects, you will learn it under this. See, up to now, I continued my demonstration on first 4 topics of our course. That is here, HTML 4 and 5 actually, CSS 2 and 3, jQuery and JavaScript. First 4 topics I explained today. Tomorrow session I'll continue on Ajax, responsive design, bootstrap, lessons as. See, this is 2 times. Yeah, bootstrap, lessons as I'll continue. Okay. Project session anyway, project time only I'll explain to you. Okay. Remaining tomorrow class is a continuation of today's session. Okay. Complete your registration before coming to tomorrow class. Link will change. Okay. Tomorrow I'll continue Ajax, responsive design, bootstrap, lessons as continuation part, and I'll start first topic of our course, first program of our HTML4. I'll explain to you. Okay, continuation of today's demonstration and the session 1, first topic in introduction. I'll explain to you. So because of my sessions, these 2 sessions, you understood what is UI, what all topics we have. Under that, first 4 topics, how the output is coming because of these topics. In this demonstration time, you no need to understand how to write the code, just how the output is coming because of these programs. If you understand that, you can modify it according to the subject. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any queries, you can ask now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, yesterday only I had told you that I don't know the programming side. I only know the functionality. So, is it possible for me to that I can understand this program language while you explain that?
Yes, no problem. It is not difficult comparing with Java and other programmings. It is not difficult that much. So whatever you write, that you will get as your output. You don't have any problem in that. So no problem. You can continue, but you should practice along with my classes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other doubts? If you have any queries, you can ask me at the end of the class.
Yes,
And
this first HTML4 and CSS2 and 3 is there, right? Info 1 and 2. So is there any prerequisites before I have to brush up this is normal first version of HTML and first version of first version of CSS like that?
No, not required. Any prerequisite for this course, you can directly join. If you know basics of computer, that is enough. Okay, so you no need any programming skills. Just if you know computer, that is enough. So you can start learning everything from scratch from this programming. From day 1 onwards, learn everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Can you provide notes daily sessions?
Daily notes.
Yeah, daily sessions. Can you
daily sessions? I'll
Yeah.
upload it to the drive.
Okay, I was late to join, right? That's why I'm asking.
Okay, I'll upload it in OneDrive. As of now, these two demonstrations, first 3 sessions, they'll upload in YouTube. If you ask DurgaSoft organizer, they'll.
Okay.
Anyway, the team recording I'll upload in one Gmail drive. If you complete today, after completion of my tomorrow's demonstration or today itself, if you complete your registration with DurgaSoft organizer, they will share your mail ID with me. So by that, I can share my drive with you.
Okay. What about videos, ma'am? Recorded videos?
Recorded videos, just before I showed, generally I'll create one drive, one Gmail drive. In that, everyday files I'll upload. See, like this.
Okay.
Weekend tests, programs, paint files, documents, demo recordings, and regular sessions. See, 35 sessions completed for this batch.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the continuation of our class. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, ma'am.